A truly embarrassing headline for a Cuomo brother. The former New York governor has had to pay $5.1 million he received for writing a memoir. And, of course, the memoir included the way, well, he basically fudged the truth, didn't he?
Oh, well, yes, this is quite embarrassing for Cuomo. He was given approval by the JCOPE Ethics Commission last year, well before any of these allegations about sexual harassment, for instance, had come out, to write this book about his pandemic response, the great American crisis. And they gave that permission to him under the proviso, amongst other things, that he would write the book totally on his own time. That's the impression his counsel gave. He said it won't use any state resources. It'll all just be Andrew Cuomo. Anyway, it turns out that actually wasn't the case. There have been a couple of investigations into this by JCOPE and also another legislative commission, and they found that Andrew Cuomo most certainly did not write this book all on his own time. He absolutely used state resources, certainly in the form of his employees, for instance, and while he maintains they were just used for editing, Chris, editing and all on a volunteer basis, that turned out not to be the case. They were used for all the kind of grunt work of printing manuscripts and lifting and carrying. They were taken to meetings with agents and publishers. There was one employee who revealed to investigators that he'd received over 1,000 emails about this book, and all of this happening during work hours. So this has been a really bad month for the Cuomo family, certainly with his brother Chris Cuomo being ditched off CNN for not being upfront in the ways that he helped Andrew Cuomo dodge the sexual harassment allegations. But really, you have to say karma's come through at this point in time. You can't just lie like that and expect everyone to love you.
Exactly. So what's happened to the left's favourite New York princes? They've had plenty of time to prepare for Christmas.
Look, I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure if he's going to go quietly into the night, Andrew Cuomo. And the thing is, he was so beloved before all of his disgrace with his sexual harassment allegations. And the left is very, very tolerant of behaviour from men on their own side about all of this. Joe Biden is the massive example of that. I think, sadly for all of us, Andrew Cuomo will probably do all right out of this, because bear in mind, Chris, before he was disgraced and was, heading the pandemic response in the US, there was an internet term for all the women and men who were in love with him. They called themselves Cuomosexuals. So if you are a Cuomosexual and you're a leftist, I think you can probably forgive your main man for bad behaviour, because after all, if it's coming from your own team, the left tends to ignore it.